Good morning. This is GrandthumbFarms here on Elm Creek 25 doing the Neapolitan Challenge Cereal Tycoon Edition. It's pouring down rain here at the beginning of November, so I have got some chores I'm going to do in the kind of the early darkness and the rain before I come back. I'm going to get everything under cover on the trailer as quickly as I can. I'm going to go purchase some of the products for the house project. Good morning. I'll probably cut some wood in a very safe place in the woods in the rain and the lightning and the thunder. I'm gonna cover my chaff in the bunker silo, and I'm gonna get all the water filled on all the productions. Another thing I'm going to do is call out the contractors to install a chicken pen. I certainly hope I don't have to move that. I should have put a trailer in there. Feeding it's going to be a trick. I wanted to get the chickens going so we could get the soup started as soon as possible. We're going to get one rooster. And 15 chickens. Look at there. We're all set. I'll pick up some sorghum from the train silos and get them some food as soon as I can. But I'm going to get this stuff out of the rain and do these other chores while it's raining, and we'll come back. We got lots to do, and we're only going to have from either 11 or 12 to about 4 to have decent daylight. We'll come back in once it quits raining. And before I go, I don't say it very often, if you're liking what I do here and if you have it in your heart and would like to hit that subscribe button, I'm getting close to one of those random numbers like 100 subscribers. I'd appreciate it. 75 to 90% of the folks that watch are not subscribed, depending on how I'm doing at the time. And once I get the 100 subscribers, I intend on opening up a Discord and would love to chat with folks if they have any kind of questions on a more informal platform other than the typical YouTube comments. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I just hope that you enjoy what I'm doing, and if you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear it. That's about it. So I'll see you back when it's not as dark and not as wet. It's still pouring down rain. I got everything packed up and got water to all the animals and the productions that needed it. I need to get some feed for the chickens, but I need to change this trailer before I do that. So I'm going to go ahead and drop off everything here at the kiosk. We got our first batch of raisins and $15,000. That's a great little haul there. So I'm going to go to the warehouse and pick up 2 long planks pallets. I did deliver 1 set of long planks and 1 set of beams to the house project just a bit ago. So I'm going to grab those, bring them back, and put them in the put them in the house construction project. Reconfigure the trailer again and pick up some sorghum for the chickens and go pick up some wood, and it should be finished raining by then, and we can move on with the afternoon stuff. So I'm headed off to the warehouse now. We'll see you in a little bit. The weather just cleared up. Welcome back. It's finally a bright sunny day. Temperature's nice. I'm not sure if I have enough wood, but I didn't want to burn any more daylight knowing that it starts getting dark around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I have 3 trees, I believe, in this load. I'm going to bring these back to the farm, and I'd like to get the pre-pruning done on the grape fields. And there's a sugar beet contract that uses the smaller equipment that we're going to check out. And there's also a large harvesting contract, either peas or, I think it's peas or green beans, I can't remember. But we may get a worker started on that, and I'll cart for them and kind of see how that goes. And the other thing I really want to do is purchase our piece of property that we're going to use for our sugar beets next year. Let's see how much this load will fill up the sawmill, and we'll go from there. All right, let's see if we can pull in. Oh my goodness, look at there. Oh no. At least I didn't hit it. I got close. Yeah, that toss. Oh, probably could have gotten one more log, but like I said, I didn't want to burn up the daylight too much. And I also realized that I think I fell 1 pallet of long planks short of getting everything we needed. I don't believe we're going to get another pallet today. Let me double check that. Yep, it's that anomaly where it says you need so much and you fall 1 short. I need to move the... Oh, I forgot to sell the honey this morning. Dang it. But I do need to move the buffalo milk over. Oh, chickens are happy, or the rooster is. Oh, I know better than to park this in the middle. I'm fixing to go move it. I'm gonna go get that other long plank, reconfigure the trailer, and then we'll pre-prune the grape arbor. On this sugar beet contract, I am going to lose money, but at least I'll get to see how to do it. It's going to be on that field that I was looking at buying this year, and it uses the topper and the harvester, but we're going to borrow $1,200 and only get $632 back. We might get a few extra bonus beets. I'm going to collect my deadwood contract. Oh my goodness. That's bigger than I thought it was. Am I going to need a new tractor to do this? 215, 280. I may just get by with the Agco white. So I'm going to get this over to the field, and I think I'll have a helper do a mowing contract while I'm doing this. That's a big old piece of equipment. All right, let's get over to field 92 and get the topping done, and we'll go from there. Turn it on and lower it. This looks straightforward enough. Yep. Okay, we'll knock this out and then go pick up the actual harvester and follow up with that. That was pretty straightforward, not too big of a deal. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab the trailer and bring it up to the field. I'm going to take this Fendt and use it to mow with our mower on a mowing contract, and use our Agco to see if we can harvest with it. That way we'll know now if it will have enough horsepower to pull the harvester. Whoa, I almost hit that truck. Oh my goodness. I would try to put this on a low loader of some sort, but it's just as deep as it is wide. And it doesn't fold up. It's just one of those take it slow down the road kind of tools. And I'm thinking the harvester's kind of on the same boat. Okay. Let me get this equipment shuttled around and we'll be right back. Hopefully this will work out and I won't have to go make another switch. Probably should have tested it before I got started, but live and learn. All right, I'm going to drop off the trailer at the little farmyard at the field, and then go pick up the harvester and get the harvesting done on the sugar beets. Well, I'm not nearly as hopeful as I was before I picked this thing up. It is huge, very heavy. Does it unfold? I guess not. Well, that's how it unloads. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Make sure there's no offsets. Well, it does pull it. I don't know that I'd want to do a very large field with this size tractor because it's really struggling going up this little bitty hill. And I guess as it gets more sugar beets in it, it gets heavier and heavier. Looks like I could have stood to have duals all around it. I'm glad I thought about putting the rear duals on it. I don't think we would have been able to pull it at all if I didn't. See if it'll unload without being under power. Yes, it will. Okay. All right. Whoops. Get up there. Okay. It's a learning process. So I know at the very least I'll have to get duals on the front and the back, and a good chance that we'll have to upgrade the tractor. That's good to know. Let me see if I can knock this little field out, and if it just struggles too much, I'll just trade out tractors. Well, since this is a kind of a test, I believe what I'm going to do is go ahead and purchase those front duals. It's going to be $8,000, but I think it'll be worth it to know for sure if I'll be able to at least possibly make it one season without getting a new tractor. Okay, let me run to the shop and switch these tires out and see how it does. I'll be right back. I almost hit my trailer. Oh my goodness. Okay, now that I've got the full set of duals on, we'll see if it makes any difference at all. Or at least a noticeable difference. Well, while it's possible, it certainly doesn't seem like it would be very good for the field or for the tractor. And possibly my patience. The field that we're going to buy is pretty small, but I don't think it would be a big deal, maybe for one season. But getting a larger tractor would be on our radar for sure. Be nice if something came up in the sales that was reasonable, but we'll have to see. Okay, I'm gonna grab the beets and take them up to the, I think it's the farmer's market. I need to double check that because the last thing I want to do is bring them to the wrong place. Yep, they're going to the farmer's market. We'll see you up there. All right, we've made it to the farmer's market. Our helper finished his contract doing the mowing. It saved us, or I'm sorry, it cost us right at $1,000 for him to do that for us. I guess that's why I typically don't have very many helpers. All right, let's look for some bonus beets here. Not gonna be many. About $570 worth. Or $590, whatever it is. 400 to 600. All right, I'm gonna get back to the yard before I take this back to the shop because I want to get the pre-pruning done before we run out of daylight. Okay, I got the other tractor's headed back here. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the house build. I didn't mention before, I don't believe, that in between episodes I had done 3 contracts, I believe. I think it was 3. One of them I got some bonus crop. It was sunflowers, I think, or maybe soybean. I think it was sunflower. I don't remember. but I did get a little bit of extra money from that. I picked up the skinny tires so I could try to work through this grape arbor with the pre-pruner. I believe they ran about $1,000. If it doesn't work out, then I'm gonna have to end up getting one of the baby skinny tractors. I think I can probably get through it. It's just gonna be ugly. I looked into this pre-pruner to see if you could use it on the back of your tractor, because there's a couple of really cheap, really small tractors that can run it on the back, but they don't have front 3-point hitches. But it turns out that it doesn't work backwards. Oh, here comes the fence with a mower. So the trick with this thing is I have to attack it from a certain angle. Oh, the Agca's over there. Okay. So if I attack it at this angle here and stay far enough, nope, wasn't steep enough angle. Because it can pull that on that arm a little bit and then ride the rails, I think. Like I said, it's ugly. But I'll try to get through this. And if I can't, we'll figure something out. I'll be back soon. Well, we did it, and it was not pretty as I expected, but it's done. I had some lessons learned about grape arbors. First of all, you don't want to do it on an actual field. You want to paint the ground first and then place it over painted ground. Then you won't have a problem with the rolling. So that's something that I've discovered. And also, go ahead and make them as close together as you can. That way you can use the equipment designed for grape fields. I'm going to go ahead and buy this piece of property for the sugar beets next year. Buy the soil information also. I did have to repurchase the soil information for the grass field on field 22 in between episodes. There's a pretty good sunflower contract and cotton contract available. I don't know that I don't think I'll do both, but I might do one of those. There's actually 3 cotton contracts, but I think there's an issue with one of the harvesters, but I don't remember which one it is. I think it's the John Deere. I think you can't, unless you have a mod installed, you can't empty it early. So if I was to get I think that's a case, I might be able to do more than one, although these other ones aren't very large. Who knows? We will see. And then there's a cultivating contract that I might look into. I guess I was kind of hoping there'd be another sugar beet contract. Is why I was holding on to the equipment that I have. I will be able to turn in the mowing contract for 8,100. And I lost the money on here, but I got some bonus money. So I think it was about a wash. It'll be fine. At least I got to see the equipment and know a little bit more about the ability for us to use the harvester with our tractor. And this is our new field. It's got a slight rise on it, but I think it'll be fine. And we have enough money to sleep through the night. If I do want one or two of those contracts, I'm going to go ahead and pay off some of my debt, so it won't cost us $20,000 plus to sleep. And I'll let you know in the next episode what I did pay off. But I do appreciate you coming out and spending some of your time with me here today. I thank you, and I hope you see me in the next one. Have a good day.